Hello everyone! When I bought my car, I noticed that the fuel door actuator was missing its rod. At the time, I solved the problem with a piece of wire, but recently I found an original actuator with the rod at a car scrapyard. So I decided to disassemble the trunk area and install the proper part. Since I own an Audi A6 C5 sedan, there's no direct access to the actuator because its bolts are covered by the factory subwoofer. This means I'll need to remove the trunk lining, rear panel trim, plastic cover, and rear wall upholstery. I started with the rear wall trim, which is held in place by 8 two-piece push clips. I removed the clips and took out the panel. Then I moved on to the plastic rear panel. I unscrewed the bolts on the tie-down loop, a metal screw, and disconnected the trunk light. The panel is secured with 4 clips. After that, I detached the upper plastic cover by releasing 3 clips. With that done, I was able to remove the side upholstery. First, I removed 2 spring clips and unscrewed the tie-down loop. After all these steps, I gained access to the subwoofer, which is held by 3 bolts. I unscrewed them, disconnected the power connector, and moved the subwoofer aside. Now I could see the actuator, which is secured by 2 bolts. I loosened them and removed the actuator. Then I transferred the control connector to the new part and tested the actuator using the car's remote key. The actuator worked perfectly, so I proceeded to install it. The tricky part was ensuring the rod fit into its designated slot. Once it was aligned, I tightened the bolts and tested the functionality. Everything worked perfectly, and the factory rod looked much more reliable than my temporary wire solution. That's it. See you next time.